Rediffusion did not like the fact that the ITA made ABC the primary owner of the new network. New network. New network. 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 Hello everyone, welcome to my very first episode of my YouTube channel, Channellution. Channel Evolution. I'm your host, Fox Funk, and today we're gonna do the history of Thames Television. Let's get started. Whoa, wait. Before we begin, I originally never heard of Thames Television until my dad said that he used to watch it, and shows such as Magpie, Emmerdale Farm, This Is Your Life, Coronation Street, London Night Out, Morecambe and Wise, and many others. But anyway, let's get into the history of Thames Television. Thames Television, or just Thames, was a part of ITV and aired all around London from July 30th, 1968 till December 31st, 1992. It airs Monday to Friday, and then lead into LWT on weekends. Starting in 1982, LWT is London Weekend Television. In 1954, the ITA, or the Independent Television Authority, offered the rights to broadcast channels on weekdays and weekends to different networks. There were 3 areas around London and 6 contracts to be given out. The areas around London include Main London, Midlands, and North London. And the companies that gained the contracts were Associated Rediffusion and Associated Television, or ATV, got the Main London area. ATV also got the rights to air in Midlands, along with ABC Weekend TV. And in the north, Granada Television and ABC. In the end though, the ITA changed the structure of the system and shifted in 1967. Because of it, Midlands and North London was changed to a 7-day channel instead. Don't worry, we're gonna get close to the history of Thames Television, this is just the start. But anyway, those tensions with Rediffusion and ABC with the ITA was a little rocky, to the point that 2 things happened. ABC was losing the rights to air in Midlands and North London. Also around the same time, Associated Rediffusion was simplified to Rediffusion London in 1964. And because of that, and the name change and some contract disagreements with the ITA, blah blah blah, let's just say the ITA was a little intense with Rediffusion. Because of it, the ITA suggests that ABC and Rediffusion merge to create their own network. So that's exactly what they did. But Rediffusion did not like the fact that the ITA made ABC the primary owner of the new network. But eventually, ABC did get the full ownership of the network and was coming with ideas on what to call it. There were 3 ideas. There was ABC London, which I'm glad they never picked because it would be way too repetitive with all the other ABCs, like ABC US, ABC Australia, ABC Kids Australia, ABC London. It would be way too many. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Haha. But anyway, there was also Tower Television, based off of London's Postal Service and Big Ben. But they eventually come to the conclusion of calling the new network Thames Television, based off the River Thames. Now we're getting somewhere. We got the start, we got the name, and we got the ownership. So now, let's get into the history of Thames Television. On July 30th, 1968, Thames Television launched and had many genres of shows. This video would be way too long if I explained all the genres. Let's just say Thames had a wide range of genres to choose from.
As we join them, it's exactly 10 o'clock.
I found this quite interesting that one day before Thames Television was launched, on July 29th, 1968, another channel called Yorkshire Television was launched. If you want me to do a history video on Yorkshire Television, leave it in the comments below and I could do a history video on it. It's interesting that Yorkshire Television was launched one day before Thames Television, making Yorkshire Television older than Thames. Thames programming consists of shows from other networks, like the existing networks, Rediffusion, ABC, and the BBC. Shows such as Opportunity Knocks, Armchair Theater, The Avengers, detective shows like Alan, Public Eye, Do Not Adjust Your Set, This Is Your Life, Benny Hill, and many others. There was an offshoot of Thames called Houston Films in 1971, which aired drama shows such as The Sweeneys, Danger UXB, and Minder. Another fact is that Thames Television also had a kids show called Rainbow that aired on October 16, 1971, that lasted 20 years till March 16, 1992. It was made by Stop Frame Productions. Reading Rainbow. Not to be confused with that, huh? This part of the video is where things get a little bit intricate. Here's a rundown of what happened in the mid-1980s. In 1985, Carlton Communication tried to buy the rights to Thames Television, but failed in doing so. Also around the same time, Thorn EMI, the parent company of ABC, and BET, parent company of Rediffusion, wanted to sell their share of the company from 100% to 28.8%. But Thames declined the process and was eventually only reduced to 56.6% instead. Thames Television lasted quite a while ever since its launch on July 1968. But eventually, in 1991, Thames Television lost the franchise bid to continue on the air. And because of it, on October 16, 1991, the ITV lost the franchise rights of Thames, but eventually was replaced by Carlton Television, and was launched on January 1st, 1993. But Thames isn't over. They decided to transition into a production company instead, and Carlton lasted till October 25th, 2002.
Tonight there's a look back.
Thames lasted as a production company for 10 years, until Thames was bought by Pearson Television in April 23, 1993, and in 2000, Pearson Television was sold to CLT UFA and was merged to create RTL Group, then rebranded to Fremantle Media in 2001. In 2003, Thames Television was merged with another subsidiary of Fremantle called Talkback to create Talkback Thames. Here's a rundown of Talkback Thames. Talkback Thames was created when Talkback was sold to Pearson Television in 2000. But eventually, on February 10, 2003, Fremantle Media merged Talkback with their other subsidiary, Thames Television, and lasted from 2003 to 2012. In 2012, Talkback Thames was split into 4 production companies: Thames, Talkback, Retort, and Boundless. But in 2024, Talkback Thames would return and was announced on September 16, 2024. And the process was officialed on January 1st, 2025. But yeah, that's the history of Thames Television. If this video gets 500 likes, the next history video will be on the history of Knowledge Kids. So catch you next time on the next episode of Channel Lucian. Stay tuned.